rambling on. So
You're darling and hilarious, but if you collect your things, I'll give you a proper introduction.
okay, let me get my stuff.
A big round of applause for our queen, our mistress of ceremony, Roxy and Magnus, everybody. We always enjoy your nonsense. Don't worry, if you're a huge Moxie fan, she'll be right back out on stage.
I think I'll lose it.
I'm going to squeeze through this door. I'll be right back.
See if you can fit through the door.
Oh.
I'm Savannah, one of your con hostesses. They're hostesses, mostesses, I don't know. We have something. Greetings and salutations. All right, so welcome to Starbase Indy 2017. And we can begin.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Please welcome your 2017 Starbase Indy board, the ladies helming the ship, the beautiful and incomparable, the tireless, oh captains, our captains, Heather Lee and Lisa Neese, or just Lisa Neese.
Hello, and welcome to Starbase Indy 2017. The first time I came to Starbase Indy was in 2006, and I walked into a room very much like this one, and I looked up at this bridge, and I walked into that room not knowing anybody except the one person that I had come in with. And by the end of that weekend, something amazing had happened to me. I had found my people. I found people who knew the science fiction references I had grown up with, people who understood what it meant to grok something. And so I fell in love with the event and with the people who ran it. And I became involved, and I became a volunteer, and I kept showing up, and they couldn't get rid of me. And a decade later, I am privileged to be in front of you as a member of the board of directors. Fan-run events are a really interesting and special world. Nobody who is part of running this event this weekend is doing so for money. They're doing it because they love the event and they love the community. And maybe they're a little bit crazy, but in all the best ways. And our group of fans has been on a really interesting journey since we were in this hotel together a year ago. And I want to talk to you for just a minute about the journey we've been on and where we have landed. So we looked at the convention scene in the Midwest, and we see it changing, and we see a lot more competition for your convention dollars and for your convention days, because there are only so many days we get to come spend in these magical worlds. And we began talking really seriously about how we make Starbase Indy sustainable into the future. We've got 29 years of history behind us. We want to have 29 years of future in front of us. And we began having very thoughtful conversations about how to make that happen. And as Heather and I were driving to the hotel on Wednesday of this week for a pre-convention meeting, she said, "Do you want to see something cool?" And I said, "Always." And she pulled out a notebook where she had taken notes in a meeting we had back in January. And I made her let me take a picture of the page. And we had a group of people in the room who'd been involved in the event, and we were talking about how to make it sustainable, but the idea, the question that we started with in this room that day was, what is the heart of Starbase Indy? Because we didn't just want to make something sustainable, we wanted to continue Starbase Indy into the future. So to do that, we had to talk about and figure out what Starbase Indy is and what it means to us and to you. And the cool thing about this list is as we look down it is things like Geek Family Thanksgiving Tradition, Celebrate Local Talent, Celebrities, Science. And we looked at these items and we said, we did it. This thing we started talking about a year ago, how to make it happen. It's what is built into this weekend that we have for you. And we are so excited about that. And from this list, and from our surveys, and I know many of you answered our surveys this year, and we're grateful for that. And I know that many of you responded to our questions on Facebook and other social media. All of that got baked into our process. And if you have ever built a mission statement for an organization, you know that every word in one of those things is much spoken about and discussed and dialogued about, and there's a lot of conversation, and we work really hard to get the words just right. And I'm very proud of the mission statement that we built through this process. Our mission statement is celebrating Star Trek's vision of the future through humanitarianism and STEM education today. We took odds on whether I was going to get through this without my voice cracking, and I just said, never tell me the odds. So, we'll talk about, so the words in this mission, celebration. Starbase Indy has always been an event. It is an opportunity for us to come together in a room with other people who love things we love, and talk about those things and geek out about those things and learn new things and try new things and meet new people. We celebrate Star Trek's vision of the future because that vision changed our world. It offers a hopeful vision of the future. Now, Star Trek is not the only science fiction franchise that I love. I know it is not the only science fiction franchise that we love. But as much as I might love the Hunger Games, I don't want to go live in Pan Am. I don't want to go live in any of the worlds that Philip K. Dick wrote about. But if you've got a room for me on the Starship Enterprise, beam me up right now. And the thing about how humans create the future is we have to envision it first. And so having a hopeful vision of the future that took root in our popular culture is an important part of how we get to a future we actually want to live in. And Star Trek's vision of the future was a lot about technology. We've got a device, I've got a device in my pocket that I can pick up and talk to someone around the globe. We have the capability to talk to people who are orbiting our planet. There are people orbiting our planet. And a person who has done that will be standing right here on this stage tomorrow at 5 o'clock talking to us about his experiences. How cool is that? We've got a weekend full of people talking to us about the cool science and things that they have done. And we're really excited about it. But Roddenberry's vision for the future wasn't just warp drives and transporters and cloaking technology. It was also about how humans work together in ways that at the time were pretty revolutionary. I have a friend, and I don't see him in the audience, his name is Paul, and he hates country music to this day. Because when he was a teenager in love with Star Trek, and they went to air the episode where Kirk and Uhura kissed, his local affiliate wouldn't air the episode because it was too scandalous, and they played the Grand Ole Opry instead. Now, I'm not entirely sure that's the Grand Ole Opry's fault, so maybe his anger is misplaced, but we've come a long way, and we still have ways to go to reach the stars. And we know we will only do that with other humans. We will do it together in teams. And we've got STEM education in our mission because the step-by-step process by which we reach the stars is science and engineering and technology and math. That is how we get from here to our hopeful future. These are our building blocks. And as geeks, we find these things interesting and fascinating. We have a ton of local presenters coming in to share with you what they understand about the stars, what they understand about the molecules that make us up, the molecules that make us human, the way our brains work. There's so much cool technology, math, science, engineering in our programming, and we are really proud of that. And we think you will really love it. And we start today because that is where we are. So we are grateful for every one of you that is here to be a part of this event, who has helped to put it on, who has helped us talk about what the future looks like. We think the future of Starbase Indy is going to be built in partnerships with organizations, with people, with volunteers, with sponsors, and we're seeking out those partnerships so that we can still be together in Thanksgiving weekends for many years to come. Thank you for being, there we go, those odds again. Thank you for being on our Starbase service this weekend.
Lisa Meese, everybody, isn't she amazing? She is one of the many people who haven't slept so that you can all be here today. But somebody, well, not more important, but perhaps slightly more fabulous is now going to come out and talk to you. She was already on stage tonight, but she didn't get a proper introduction. And now she shall. She is our queen. Queen of the Andals and the First Men. No, wait. Wrong show. Outer Space, perhaps. Self-styled, pun intended, chief cosmetologist of the USS Enterprise, author of the hilarious Salon Bay, our Towel Day ambassador, and our mistress of ceremonies. She can walk out any time now. I'm out of titles. It's Moxie and Magnus.
Hello, thank you everyone so much. It's so great being here with all of you amazing folks today.
Moxie, are you shorter?
Oh, you know, it's just those darn heels. And like, you know, as ladylike as they make you, sometimes you gotta take them off and put on some flat shoes, you know?
I've never seen you in flat shoes before, and your accent sounds a little funny.
Well, you know, I just came in on the plane, and sometimes when you're in the plane, there are people that make you a little sick, and so I just got a little cough today.
Oh, I hope you feel better.
I'm sure all of you lovely folks, I'll feel
some water,
really great soon. Oh no, you're such a dear, but no, I think I'll be quite all right.
What? Well, wait, who's that? It's Luisana Rodriguez from the local pop band, The Shakeups. What are you doing here? And what is the meaning of this?
Well, you guys always look like you have so much fun, and I just wanted to be in the show.
Aww. Well, sweetie, you didn't have to kidnap and assault the other hostess.
I was in my dressing room and
Everything went dark.
I was hit on the head, and hit on the head, and hit on the head, and hit on the head.
Does this smell
And
like
then
chloroform?
finally, it hit my head.
Don't smell that.
Does it stink?
No, it smells like chloroform.
Oh,
I think she has something in the pocket, though. Okay.
my nuts
What's in
are
the
pocket. I was rehearsing. Something I never do, obviously. Did you get my notes?
Here's the real Moxie on Madness.
Did you get my notes out of my pocket?
I did not.
Oh, I'll get them. It's
Hi!
I can do.
So why don't we just all do it together? We'll just give her half your notes, and then we'll just all all tell people about the con together.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay? There, we'll just split it up. Is that okay with everybody? We're all gonna host this
We're
together.
going to host this together so that you can have fun.
Yay!
And I feel
Wait.
kind of woozy because of the chloroform and all those drugs you gave.
Quick, do the Charlie's Angels.
And now they work for me.
Yes, we do. All right, my sweets, my dears, my darlings, welcome to the show. We talked about all the serious stuff that's all cute and adorable and wonderful, and I love all of that, and Lisa's amazing, and this whole show is going to be amazing, but specifically, if you would like to know all of the fun things that you can do this weekend, we're here to be,
To tell you about
to
it.
tell you about them, so that you know what's going on, so that you know how to plan your amazing weekend.
So this weekend we are going to see Mr. John Billingsley.
Oh!
He was Captain Fox on Enterprise, and he also was a series regular on The Others and The Nine, as well as playing on True Blood and The Whispers and Akita, Prison Break, Suits, and Stitchers. Apparently, he also founded a theater company in 1990 devoted to adapting fiction to the stage.
Wow.
Interesting, right?
Very.
I thought so.
He's also just a sweet guy.
No, he is. So I'm pretty excited to meet him. Aren't you guys?
I am too.
I'm ecstatic.
Is that number 2?
Oh no, number 2 is
that's-
actually
I can count.
Bonita, his lovely wife, Bonita Friederici. I have a note here that says free and der and Reese, like the Reese cup. So that I know how to pronounce her name. Are there Reese cups? Could there be Reese cups? I don't really know. But it's in her name, so maybe she knows. But mostly she knows about acting because she's been all sorts of things. You may recognize her from Chuck, which is really amazing. I love her. She's been in more than 60 shows, including Star Trek Enterprise. And she's appeared in dozens of movies and is amazing, and I didn't get as much data as she got about hers. But that's okay, because she's won a bunch of major acting awards in the LA area and is awesome. And you'll just have to come and hear her talk tomorrow to hear what else is super cool about her besides that she's adorably sweet.
Yes.
Who else is there going to be, Moxie?
There's going to be Robert O'Reilly.
Oh my gosh.
And he worked on Star Trek for over a decade as Gowron and other characters. He's been nominated for almost
All the awards.
Oh.
All the awards.
all of every major directing award LA has to offer. Do you have to read to do this job? Nobody told me I was going to have to read.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it should just be kind of.
He's an advisor at the Colony Studio Theater Playhouse. He acts and directs in at least one play every year.
That's a lot.
And he's appeared in over 100 films and episodes.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. We're also going to see Mark Okrand. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that.
Give it up, kiddos.
He's super cool. So he's the linguist responsible for the creation of the Klingon, Vulcan, and Romulan languages. He also helped create the first closed captioning system for hearing impaired TV viewers, which is pretty cool. And not for, he did some stuff outside of there. Apparently, he also created the Atlantean language for the movie Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
I swim, pretty girl.
Yes.
Yep. Ooh, I get to introduce somebody really, really, really cool now. Dr. David Wolf. Wait, my name is Savannah. Dr. David Wolf is super cool. He was an astronaut, and really that could be his whole introduction because that's just cool. But specifically, he has been to space 4 times, logging 168.5 days. Spaceflight experience includes science, medicine. He helped assemble the International Space Station, long-duration missions on the International Space Station and Mir, and he was on the space shuttle. Our dear, let's all have a moment of silence for our space shuttle. Okay, we're done. And, a member of the Space and Technology Hall of Fame, 17 patents on 3-dimensional tissue engineering methods. So smart, oh my gosh, crazy smart, amazing, doing useful things. He was named NASA Inventor of the Year in 1992, and he is our science ambassador. Here, he'll be on this stage tomorrow night. He's also at Dinner with the Stars, and is all kinds of amazing. So we're so excited to have him. He's actually been to the final frontier.
Yes. And we're going to have Kyle Hill.
Ooh. Sorry, was that into the mic?
I think
There's a picture here.
There he is.
There he is.
Now it makes sense. What?
Is that Kyle Hill?
That's
Kyle
He's
Hill.
not as cute as Patrick.
He specializes in finding the secret science of your fandoms.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Unbelievable.
There's science and fandoms?
There is.
Weird.
Is that what this is all about?
Oh. Sorry,
It is. It is. Why don't I have a lovely tiara?
You can wear mine. It's the tiara of knowledge.
Except that I guess I don't have too much knowledge. Alright, I think you got it.
I feel smarter already.
Yes. Unfortunately, that means that people at the convention can ask you questions. And
I don't have to give them the right information, do I?
it's preferred, but yeah, I think you'll do as well as I could.
Okay. Let's get back to Kyle over here. We have a job to do, ladies. Be serious for a minute.
Serious.
Kyle also is the host of the Nerdist weekly YouTube series, Because Science.
It's really cool.
He's host of the TV series Mythbusters, that's hard to say. Mythbusters, The Search.
Wow.
Wow. It's all true.
Right. We also have another academic here, Dr. Mohammed Noor. He is the chair of the biology department at Duke University.
You can clap. He's cool. He's not cool.
They put out some pretty smart people there. He's the past president of the American Genetic Association and the Society for the Study of Evolution. He is editor-in-chief of the Scientific Research Journal for Evolution, and he studies the genetic changes that underlie new species formation. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I studied evolution.
Did you?
Yeah, but I gave it up.
Why?
Keeps changing all the time.
Yeah.
Does he also captain a starship? Because he has the most important qualification.
If there were a starship, I think he would be number one on the list. Yeah.
Definitely. Because look at that head.
But he will also be at Dinner with the Stars, and he will be giving a talk or two this weekend, so be sure to catch him. He's very, very smart. Apparently four talks he's giving.
4 talks.
So, if you have any questions after the first one, then make sure you ask him at the second one, and if that doesn't answer it, at the third one, and if that one doesn't answer it, at the fourth one.
Well, and a particularly awesome one is this gentleman and the previous gentleman on Sunday will be doing a Star Trek versus Star Wars debate, science debate, which is probably one of the coolest things happening on Sunday. Right here on the stage. Going to be super neat. Oh, who else is coming? Da, 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 da. I don't know who they are.
No. Were they on American Idol?
I don't know.
That's 5-yard missiles, isn't it?
Yes, 5 yards.
I don't know, but the ginger on the far left is really cute.
What's his name? RJ, Noel,
And Stephen.
Marty. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
all
that
those
other
guys.
one.
No, of course it's 5-year mission. Generation,
Oh!
favorite Star Trek themed rock band. I'm very partial to them, actually. Just kidding. They're going to be playing twice tomorrow, right here on the main stage at 3. They're going to be doing a really fun panel that they've never done before. They're working on their album Year 4, and what they're going to do is take several of the songs and explode them for you. Not explode them literally, like sound, figuratively, song exploder style. They're going to break it down and tell you what their inspiration, show you clips from the episode, how they came up with the lyrics, and give you a little bit of insight into the writing process. So that'll be really fun, and they're going to play the songs. So it's going to be loud in here, it's going to be neat. And then, if you haven't gotten enough of them then, they're going to be a big darn rock show here on this stage also tomorrow night. Check your schedule. I know you have parties to go to, but wander your inebriated selves back over here and dance some of that off, for heaven's sakes. Not that I'm not happy that there's a place for teenagers to hang out, but you can visit, you can come, listen to the loud music, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think we should tell them how to find things now, because we created this really awesome star chart.
Ooh, yes.
However, things are named a little differently. Well, you know what? This is how you're going to find out all the information of where to go and what to do and when it will happen. So you can use this little QR code, which I believe that's what that's called, right, Paul? QR code.
Is it good?
It's a QR code. You can take a little snapshot with your phone, and it'll pop up the schedule for you, the little pocket schedule, and it'll be amazing. So please feel free to take a picture. Take a picture. Okay. All right. And so then maybe we'll show you the star chart next.
You can also find it on the website or check out the physical schedule. Now, if you've lost your physical schedule and then wait, because what you would really want the pocket schedule if you lost your physical schedule. So definitely take a picture of this, or go to our website. You can find it there. But the point is,
also,
it's all
here on the bottom, www.starbase
it's all there.
Indy.org.
There's so much stuff going on. You definitely want to go on there and find out the entire schedule, so you can go to everything.
Yeah, all the things.
All at once. You need a time turn. What's next?
What's next?
Is it gonna show them what that
The
looks
star
like?
chart?
The star chart? Maybe?
Oh, there it is! Okay, so we have, firstly and foremost, the promenade. Savannah's going to point here. Okay, so she's going to point us to the promenade, which is actually our amazing vendor room. Behind you. There you go. Yeah, so there's the promenade.
Okay, pretend that this was turned like this, because the promenade is that way.
That way. That way. Okay, and then we have the Mist Brigade, which is our Starship Bridge simulator, okay? And the United Federations for Science, which is just on the other side of us, and that is actually our partnership with the March for Science. Who's excited to have them
Because
here?
they're super rad. So, run the bridge simulator, go talk to the March for Science people, keep walking. Oh, this vendor hall is huge this year, by the way. It is giant, it is full of stuff. You can get pictures with the 501st, you can get pictures on
a captain's chair.
Yes, the captain's chair with all sorts of buy stuff that's neat. Keep going.
So then we have the observation lounge.
I'm way too short.
Whoop, whoop, right there. Okay, and there we have tables and discussions and loop activities, so be sure to walk on, meander in there and check it out.
Okay.
Then next, the most important place, our Tom Berg Memorial Bridge, which is right here. That's where you are, right here. We should have put a little star on it, like the "You are here." Oh, look, he's got a little pointer. Perfect. Thank you. Next is astrophysics, which is just down the hall, and that's where we're going to be hosting the majority of our science programming. So if you're a big science nerd like me, then you can just head over there and hang out there the whole weekend. But please go after the last show and get some sleep, and then come back and start it all over again. The next is the Kobayashi Room, which is our super new and amazing puzzle room that was created just for this event, and it's pretty awesome. Has anybody been into the Kobayashi room yet? Yeah? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
I just have to say something about it because I'm terribly excited about it, and not because I spent like 3 weeks in a cold basement, or no, a garage.
Garage, it was a garage.
Cold garage, building it for you, and I really hope you love it. And there's an alien, and it's covered in glitter, and you need to go visit it, and yeah, just give it a hug, and
there's a
and tell its mama that it misses it, and that hopes it's having fun. And you don't have to worry. The puzzles were designed for 5th graders, so you'll be okay.
It is a free event, but there are reservations reservations, so please sign up. There's a sign-up table right outside the Kobayashi room.
It is
so you
the
can go ahead
coolest
and get
thing.
your
It
spot
is the
saved.
coolest thing. If you haven't signed up, you need to sign up.
The next room over is the Holo Center, which is our kids' programming room. And so if you have any little ones, please take them over there. They have some really, really awesome things going on. And if you want to just check it out, adults are welcome, but please let the little ones up front. That's their space.
It's okay. Push them out of the way.
We really prefer that you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, let's see, somebody else is talking about the rest of the rooms. I think that's Savannah.
Not me. You left your car.
Savannah doesn't have a note. It's okay. I'll point.
What else? The briefing rooms.
Right
Oh,
here.
yeah. Now you get to point. Yeah. You get the low ones and she gets the high ones. Okay, so the briefing room is going to be a lot of fan programming. Not that this isn't all fan programming in a certain abstract sense, but certainly that is more specifically fan programming.
Is it short things in the briefing room?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yes.
Brief?
Brief.
Brief.
And then the boxers room is down the hall.
The
Yes,
boxers room?
The boxers
Yes,
room.
because, some people like briefs, but some people like boxers.
Yeah, of course.
True.
Okay, there we go. All right, the Klingon embassy is also down this hallway. I want to welcome formally all of the Klingons that are here for their General Assembly, and we're so honored, honorable warriors, that you've made us your location for your General Assembly this year. You're really awesome. Does somebody want to come up here and pronounce the name of your room?
Oh, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Klingons are so shy.
Oh.
Here, I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you as far as I can over.
They have programming running in there, their own track of programming. A Klingon pop princess, Jen Boom is going to be in there. They've got language, costumes, all sorts of things. Tell us the name of the room.
You want to know the name of the room?
The name of the room where the Klingon activities are being held.
I can tell you.
What is it?
But then I can, well, no, don't.
I'm a fast runner.
Can you outrun a disruptor?
Yeah, watch.
Wait, am I the disruptor?
More disrupted in this case, I'm sorry. You were a good friend.
I took my glasses off, so I can't actually see.
Oh, I think she has it written down here.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
I didn't write it out. There you go.
Okay. It is right there, the second.
Oh, it's Klingon Reefs Shore.
That is the name of the Klingon embassy, the Klingon Reefs.
Reef Shore.
Reefs.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Kapla.
Comply.
Alright, are those all the rooms?
That is all except that I'm supposed to also, oh, the Replimats. Of course, if you'd like a quick snack, of course, as always, there's a con suite down the hallway, all sorts of fun stuff going there. I think we talked about also the Observation Lounge, which is this long room that is just on the other side of that wall. This time around, we've got some pick up and play games and some just congregating and some general fun stuff and some tables. And, of course, okay, so snacky times at the Replimat, and Guidance Place, which is on anybody's cards, but it's very important because that is the lovely room that has the wooden floor, that has the bar inside of it, but it's not a bar, it's going to be a programming room.
And tonight there will be karaoke. So
There will be karaoke, fun karaoke dance party times in that room tonight. Wait.
Yeah, something like that. This is going to happen. In
Nothing like
few
that.
hours.
No.
Yeah.
We will not
No,
be there,
nothing
don't
like
worry.
that.
Or maybe we will. We'll say, okay, what do you do a dance? Show us. See, there you go. There it goes. Okay, karaoke dance party after the cosplay contest tonight. And don't forget to visit Nicolino's restaurant. They have a bunch of yummy food over there if you want real food. You catch it on.
All right.
Well,
I think Maxie needs to
no, really, what's that?
Are Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right.
Next is the CAG, right? Is that no?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we were going to talk about the
The
cat.
documentary. Are we talking about the CAG next?
I don't know who's talking about the documentary, but it's happening in here tonight. So just so you know, Smithsonian presents Building Star Trek. It's the movie night tonight, so maybe you're not a party person. Maybe you kind of turn into a pumpkin. Tonight, that's what's going to be going on in this room. You can all just kind of sit and chillax and watch a really, really, really awesome documentary. That's a lot of fun.
It is
9 o'clock.
Oh, so there's leading that. There will be a costume contest today in this room just after we finish, and it'll be hosted by our darling monster niece. Yeah.
Yes.
So get your costumes ready. We'll be done soon. All right. Oh, and we talked about the karaoke and cosplay dance party. I think we're like we might have missed the tag.
Yeah, we just keep
that's
going.
okay. We'll also have Robot Freeze tag going on this weekend. Who's excited about robots? I like robots.
He's been set up out in that hallway out there. Don't forget to stop by and visit him.
And be nice to them. We're also going to be having a discussion on solar power, brought to you by our lovely sponsor, Rectifying LLC.
That's a bright idea.
Let us all stand in worship of our sponsor. Rectifying LLC. There's no, really we love them. They're super oodles.
Yes, thank you so much for sponsoring our con.
Yes, we think they're amazing. They are a bright idea. You should talk to the guy out at the table.
There's also the Holodeck 2017. We have, is it IU? Brought to us this really awesome virtual reality display. So if you want to hang out and try some virtual reality, that's also going to be available this weekend.
Yes, indeed you do.
How cool is that? And we're also going to be talking about symbiont neuroscience. If you know, it's the science about your brain.
Wow.
Right? So that's going to be pretty cool.
The pages are falling out of our script
Well,
here.
okay,
So,
the NASA ambassador is going to be talking to us about Cassini and Saturn, which is going to be pretty awesome. So if you come and listen to our NASA ambassador, one of the things that they'll be talking about is Saturn and the Cassini project, and it will be super amazing. I'm really into astrophysics, so that's pretty awesome.
And if you like it, you ought to put a ring on it.
Okay. That's how. Yeah. Alright, so there's also going to be some amazing things in kids programming. So you can create.
I know about this.
You do? Okay.
I do know about this. I don't even need my cards because I'm super excited about it. Okay, so children's programming is way stepped up this year. It's very exciting. Beth Ann Broadhurst is doing stuff with the youngins. I'm doing stuff with the older kids. And we've got stuff running all weekend. We've got a huge room going on over there. We've got edible entomology is going on today, and which is gross and lovely. If you want to eat some bugs, you can eat
what bugs, yeah.
Or eat what bugs, yeah. Indeed you do. So if you've got
Right there,
strong,
see, just like that.
strong
This is
stomach
exactly
and an
how
open
it's gonna be.
mind. So that's super fun. We've got all kinds of fun stuff going on in there. Create a constellation. We've got crafts. We've got science puzzles, math games. We were going to have some cartoons going on tomorrow. Star Trek, the animated series, the only cartoon that is even kind of okay. And on Sunday, we're going to have an extremely awesome kids science carnival, which is going to run on Sunday from 10 until 3. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to have a bunch of interactive workshops, build catapults, and do all sorts of really cool things with energy. That's the science
It's going to look
carnival.
something like that.
Look at something like that, but also, so we're going to have chemistry stuff, we're going to have math stuff, it's going to be super neat, all sorts of fun and festive things going on in that room. And if you've got friends that don't know what they're doing on Sunday, we're so excited and committed to having a lot of people come out for this wonderful educational event. Children are free. Everybody under 21 is free on Sunday for this event if you want to bring them. And
But if you're under 21, you might need
if you're under 21
person.
and you need a company member, we can get that accompanying member in as well. So if you've got a complete non-nerd that wants something lovely to do on Sunday, we want to indoctrinate them into the joyful, wondrous world of Star Trek convention fun times. So we'll get them early, we'll help them create our future, or Chief Roddenberry's vision. So that's what's going on all weekend. Check out Children's Programming in the program book. I probably forgot stuff. I know there are bananas and DNA and all sorts of fun stuff going on.
We are also going to have a robot battle! Robot Okay, I think that's okay. And also the Indian Lightsaber Academy will be here this weekend. Give it up for the Indian Lightsaber Academy. It will be $5 if you would like to enter the epic battle to see whose lightsaber skills are better. It looks like Moxie's winning, but honestly she's taller than Savannah, so there's that. Oh, but you know what? We're going to have a ton of parties this Saturday, and the best way to get acquainted with them is to meet our lovely Interplanet Janet. Interplanet Janet is going to be doing a party crawl, and you can meet up with her, and she will take you to each party, and you'll spend a few minutes there at each party, and then when you're all done, you can go to whichever party you liked best.
Does anybody remember Interplanet Janet?
Because she's
old enough to remember.
She's a galaxy girl.
She's a galaxy girl. Okay, good. Just seeing if anybody else.
So Interplanet Janet will be making an appearance with the Galaxy World, yes. So we also have the vendor room. Like we said, it's 3 times bigger than it was last year, and it's lovely, and it's right around here. It will be open tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. for all of your geek holiday shopping needs, and then Sunday as well from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So get in there, buy some stuff, and make the economy work by spending your money. So that's all
The economy?
The economy. But seriously, thank you to all of our sponsors. We had so many amazing sponsors like Rectify LLC, as well as My Car Doc, Car Care Clinic, and Pups in the Kitchen! Yes. Also, Trek United, a lovely gentleman named John Osborne, and Holding Space LLC are also sponsors for our lovely event. So we give them a virtual hug. Thank you so much.
Oh, and we just wanted to say that we love and appreciate all of the volunteers who have been helping this weekend. And if you walk around and you're like, oh my gosh, this looks like so much fun. These people aren't even kicking each other in the shins and yelling at each other or anything. They look like they actually like each other, because we really do, except for that thing where Roxy and I tried to kill each other a second ago with the Force, but it wasn't real. We actually like each other, I swear. But the point is, if you're walking around and you're seeing that, you're like, gosh, I really wish I could be part of that family. You can. We need so many more volunteers to make all of this stuff fun. If you can come and join us.
One of us, one of us, one of us, one of us. And thank you everyone for coming to our con this weekend.
Go forth and geek! This has been your 2017.
And come see me tomorrow at my RPG at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. That's everything.
That's everything.
I think the bathroom is blocked up over here. Do we have a plumber? I think this.
Yeah, there's like a
right?
random block symbol on the.
There's a bathroom. We do have bathrooms on the ship.
Yeah, we've got, yes. Yes, we've even
The one in
got
the bowling alley.
we've even got a gender neutral bathroom over there, which has resulted in me falling into a toilet earlier.
Oh look, it's our Academy music that's like slowly trying to walk us off stage.
There we go. Go forth, frolic, to be merry. I'm sorry you got to see more of our faces this weekend as we introduce people, but you'll get used to us eventually. Or it'll be over then eventually too. So, come back here for the costume contest.
The costume contest.
That's the next awesome thing that's going to happen. Bye.
Hi. How are you?
Why am I holding your teddy bear? Michael,
This.